Well, let's do this. Today is the day. It's Saturday. So we got trolling with Boys for Life, trolling with myself. Do what we normally do. We have a lot to talk about. It's gonna be a fun show. Did you not watch the draft? Like, this is what I don't get. Like, Philly Notion is supposed to be this guy who knows everything, right? He's supposed to be on the up. Again, shout out to BGN Sports Media. Without Bird Gang 31 could not be possible, right? All of our links are in the description. What is up, everybody? Excuse me while I get this together for a second, because we are going to try to figure out who the best quarterback is in this division. I mean, there's really no argument here. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, well, that doesn't come out this way. Okay, there we go. All right. So, it sounds about right. All right, so we are going to try to figure out who the best quarterback is in this division. Like I said, there's really no comparison at all. We already know that it's Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in this draft. I mean, not draft, sorry. In this division. And you want to say by what margin? I would pretty much say it's a big margin that Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in this division. Now, let's not twist what I'm saying here, because we all know that I have said and expressed myself a bunch of times that Dak Prescott is not the guy. Now, if Dak Prescott isn't the guy for the Dallas Cowboys to get us to the promised land, and believe me, boy, would I love to be wrong about that. I really would. But just because I don't think that he's the guy doesn't mean I don't like him, or I'm not going to cheer for him, is what I should say. He is my quarterback. I'm going to rock with him. And his best NFC East quarterback is definitely not noodle arm running back Hurts. At least Jones can throw. Yeah, I mean, that is true. Jones can throw. And no, it's not Jalen Hurts. Now, if you saw my video that I just put out not even 45 minutes ago, I talked about which two were better, right? Out of Daniel Jones, Dak is the best quarterback in the division. It's not even close. I know. I know that. I don't understand why every time I do a show, I got to start coughing. Anyway, I know Dak is the best quarterback in this division. Everyone knows that Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in this division. With that being said, as long as Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in this division, and we have Dak Prescott, we are going to be the best team in this division. Point blank, period. With that being said, a video okay, so let's talk about this. Chris Sims put out another one of his 40 top quarterbacks, right? Which I was watching a few videos and whatnot today, and I got a kick out of it because Eagle fans were extremely upset. Yo, what's good, brother? You didn't hurt yourself doing all the math, did you? No, I didn't do the math. I didn't hurt myself doing all the math. I didn't, numbers are kind of my thing a little bit. So, I mean, it didn't hurt me too much. But anyway, like I was saying, Eagle fans were big mad today, and I saw a few videos out there that just had me cracking up because because for whatever reason they are upset that Daniel Jones is ahead of Jalen Hurts, right? They're upset. Now, I think because I haven't been able to see anything else on this. I've only seen up to number 21, which is Daniel Jones. Which is Daniel Jones. I haven't seen number 20 through 1. I haven't seen that. I don't know if Sims has put that out yet. I don't know if he's going to do that tomorrow or when he's going to do that. But I knew Eagle fans would be triggered immediately when I saw the list. The fact that they're mad is hilarious. It is hilarious. It's hilarious to me. Not this fan could give two shits what Sim says. I'm sure. And that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing about a lot of your Eagle brethren, right? Your fellow YouTubers is there was one guy in particular that I'm not going to name a name that he was highly, highly upset. You could hear it in his voice in his video talking about how Jalen Hurts doesn't should have demand respect and that Chris Sims needs to put respect on this dude's name. And I don't understand why. I mean, we talk about how, people want to sit there and say these guys should be judged on what they have done. And well, Jalen Hurts got a average team, right? A real rebuilding team, right? Last year, a soft rebuild team to the playoffs. Well, that is true. But let's face it, he didn't get it there by throwing the football. I mean, if we take a look back at everything, and I would have to do this game by game breakdown, like box score breakdown, because if you look at Jalen Hurts, right, last year, in the 16 games that he did play, in the 16 games that Jalen Hurts did play last year, he threw for 3,144 yards. Now, his big games that everyone wants to talk about are his back-to-back games against Dallas and uh, uh, Kansas City. Well, I was there at that Dallas game, and I remember that I think Jalen Hurts maybe had 120 yards passing going into the fourth quarter and no touchdowns thrown. And guess what? During garbage time football, right at the end of the game, in the fourth quarter, with like 8 minutes left in the game, and we were up by like 4 touchdowns at that point, or whatever the score was, I can't remember. At that point, Jalen Hurts throws for 200 yards in basically a quarter and a half, and 2 touchdowns. And that's basically where a lot of Jalen Hurts' stats come from. It's in garbage time games when they're losing. I mean, you look at, like I said, Kansas City. He was going tit for tat with what's his name? I can't even think of his name. Patrick Mahomes. His 236-yard game against the Los Angeles Raiders. Let's see if we can do. Let's go to this game. Let's go to. I wish we can do like quarter by quarter. What is this? I'm over here trying to. What is going on, people? I don't even know what this is. Okay, hold on. Some weird shit just happened while I was trying to look this stuff up. Yes, this game. I want to go. Can we do box scores? Snap count drives, play by drives. They took me all the way down. Okay, drives, rate of drives. No, let's do. Let me see if I can do play by play, like quarter by quarter. First quarter. That would take too much. Anyway. I wish I'm able to break this down a little bit more. Like I got to get. I'm still learning how to do this and how to maneuver this stuff. But a lot of Jalen Hurts is. I'm sure you can probably go. Anyway. Okay. So with what I'm trying to get at with Jalen Hurts is this guy is not a guy that you should rely on for throwing the ball, right? He's not a guy that team stats, first down, rushing, that ain't it. Let's see here. Nope, that's going to take me back to where I was. Okay. Like I was saying, Jalen. Okay, you know what? I can probably do this. Let me see this. Let me see if we can find guys like that. Oh yeah, 2021. Let's see. You go to the game summary. You can't really break it down by quarter, can you? Can you break it down by quarter? I don't think so. So, yeah, you can't break it down by quarter. I gotta actually try to figure and go into that and look. I wish you can get it like, okay, recap. Is it recap we can look at? No. Play by play. All plays. I would have to go. I literally would have to go play by play and count up the total yardage that he would have. Hurts is the top 15 quarterback in NFL. I don't think so. Would you trade Dak for Hurts? No, I wouldn't. Not at all. I don't know why I would ever trade Dak for Hurts. But what I'm trying to get at with with Jalen Hurts is that Jalen Hurts last year threw for a total of 3,144 yards in 16 games. What is this dog doing? In 16 games last year. Except that. Let's go here. Why is this happening? I don't get it. We are going to go down here and do this. Bob, you are still here doing this shit, bro? Like, no one cares about you, dog. Like, no one gives a shit about Bob. Who cares about Bob? This shit is funny. No one cares about this and what Bob is talking about here. And he wants to come on here and say some crazy shit. And it's so hilarious that I've proven time and time again. No one ever flagged anyone. Look, Bob, your show for you is on Saturdays. That's when you need to come through. Not when I'm actually trying to do football talk here. What's up, Cowboys fan 1992? So let's go back to Jalen Hurts, right? Now I'm gonna go through everyone this, as it goes on. So Jalen Hurts last year. Hold on. Did I game log? No, it's not. Overview. Let's go to overview for Jalen Hurts. No, that's not what I want to do. It'd be nice if they can give me like a breakdown of what am I looking for? Each quarter, how many yards he had per quarter. I got to figure out and look at that stuff. But anyway, Jalen Hurts last year, as you can see, aside from a couple of few games, a lot of his games were sub 200, like 220. Like we're looking at 264 his first week, second week 190. He threw 39 times against the Dallas Cowboys because they wanted to match up with the Dallas Cowboys and be a pass happy team like the Dallas Cowboys. And he threw for 326 yards, but they still lost, right? And let's remember those 200, a lot of that yardage came at the end of the fourth quarter. Hold on. Dance how, Bob? No one is talking to you, dude, or dancing. What are you doing here? Come back Saturday. Saturday is for you, homie. Come back Saturday. So you can come on here and type away, dog. Nobody cares. What I should do is just boom, and I really don't want to, but nah, we'll just keep it. We'll keep it. Jalen Hurts. Oh, I think I got my new intro coming. Oh, that's exciting. So, Jalen Hurts last year threw for 16 touchdowns in 16 games, right? He threw for, in a passing league, threw for 3,100 yards. He ran for 784 yards. He was the leading rusher on the Philadelphia Eagles. If your quarterback is the leading rusher on your team, that is a problem. That is a very big problem. Okay. Look, if you look at Dak Prescott, like I said, who is the superior quarterback in this division, let me get down to where I need to be. Advanced game log. If you break down Dak's play here, there's one game against Carolina where he threw 22 times, completed 14, had 14 completions and 188 yards passing. Aside from that, I don't see very many 2 games under 200. I really don't. His first game against Tampa, that was just a shootout between him and Tom Brady, and he threw for 403 yards. New England, he almost had 500 yards. He was 55 yards short of 500 yards in a game. That is crazy. He threw for almost 4,500 yards last year. He was 51 yards away from that 4,500, right? He had, how many touchdowns did he have last year? I don't think it tells me here. I got to actually go back to just a regular game log for it to tell me. Let me see. TDs. 37 touchdowns last year. 37 touchdowns last year. Okay. I think that is the most, because if you look at Daniel Jones in 11 games had 10 touchdowns. 10 touchdowns in 11 games. He had 2,484 yards last year. Jalen Hurts can't throw, Eagle fans, not even in college. See, and that's the thing. That's what a lot of people say that are Oklahoma fans coming out of college. Jalen Hurts was going to have problems throwing the football. Carson Wentz last year, when he was with the Indianapolis Colts, let's go down here. Let's go to his advanced game logs. This guy as well only had, well, he had, well, I guess he got hurt in the New England game because he didn't play much. He himself had a few games below 200. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to count the New England, that's 7. He played 17 games, right? So let's just say he played a total of 16 games because he got hurt in the New England game. So out of 16 games, 6 of those were under 200 yards. Dak Prescott only had 1 under 200 yards. 1 game. Dak Prescott is by far the better quarterback in this division. 37 touchdowns. I forget how many interceptions he had. But if you look at Dak statistically in this division, there's no comparison to anyone else in this division. None. What were to happen if the Cowboys won 2 extra games or 3 extra games and got us the number 1 seed? What would you think? What would you think would happen? Do you think that he'd be in the MVP race? He'd be a candidate for the MVP? Probably. Maybe. Who knows? Now, like I said, to me, Dak Prescott is not the guy, but I hope I'm wrong. I'm an Ole Miss fan, but I watch him in Alabama and Oklahoma. Hurts? You got a cheerleader in the chat at Bob Sampson. Yeah, I know. Bob Sampson comes from a different point in my YouTube career where now he comes over here and says crazy shit for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure he's the one that reported my channel or spammed it, and that's why we got the first live that I did on Eagles Champ taking down that epic one. So, but it is what it is, you know. Ain't worried about it, guys. Ain't worried about it. All right, let's see here. Self-text, you know what? I'm going to make you a moderator, but bro, I'm telling you right now, Cowboys fan 1992, you're a mod too. I'm letting you know. When people come in here and they want to run their mouths, talk their shit, say things, let them. The only thing I will not allow, if they want to come in here and say racist comments to me, let it be. I don't care. That does not bother me. Okay? Don't let it bother you. Now, if they start saying racist comments to people in the chat and things of that nature, then go ahead and get rid of them. Block it, delete them, whatever. But if it's aimed at me and racist stuff about me, let it go. I can handle it. Just so we know, just so we're clear. Because I don't want anyone getting timed out. I don't want any of that stuff happening. So, because I don't want, people to leave my stream. So, what's up, 301 Cowboy? I haven't had a chance to watch that stream. I need to. I'll probably do it later. Just had a lot going on. Awesome, guys. But anyway, let's get back to this. So I was asked a question, or someone said something here. CD made Hurts in college. That is true. So this is what I've said about Jalen Hurts. Ever since he's been in high school, he's not actually had to read defenses, and now he's trying to learn it at the professional level. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's harder than what it is. Jalen Hurts, I get it. He's never been under the same coaching staff, more than just 1 year. This is going to be his first year under the same coaching staff 2 years in a row. Fine, cool, but I don't think that he's going to succeed. I don't want to say he's not going to succeed. I just don't see it happening from 1 year to the next just like that. Even if you are working with Tom Brady and all that, and all these quarterback gurus, coaching gurus that he's working with. Hard work will only take you so far. If you don't have the skill set to do it, then it's not happening. Dak Prescott, there's things that you can learn, which is accuracy, right? Footwork you can learn. The skill set that Dak had to get that that footwork down and get that accurate. Look, I'm gonna pivot here to baseball. For me, as a pitcher, I didn't come out being an all-state pitcher in high school because I was good. I mean, rewind. I did not become a all-state pitcher overnight just because of my talent. Okay? I had to put in the work to do it, and I had the talent with it. I had the arm strength. I had I had everything to go with it. Jalen Hurts, like I said, his talent that he has, the limit, like, I'm not saying that he's not talented, but his work ethic will only get him so far. His talent will only get him so far. If he does not have the skill set to do this and put this all together, it will only get him so far. Like, if you look at last year, when they started out, 1-4, 1-5, some shit like that. Let me see, what was it? They beat Atlanta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2-4, right? Around 2-4 is when you saw Jalen Hurts's throwing, dropping back, drop tremendously. If you look at the first 6 games, 35 attempts, 23 attempts, 39 attempts, 48 attempts, 37 attempts, 26 attempts, 34 attempts passing. And then after that, when they were 2-4 and they decided to start running the ball with Jalen Hurts, you see his numbers that were mediocre at best, with a couple of games that, with one game that he had trash time stats, and then the Kansas City game where both defenses were just god awful. You see Detroit, check this out. Detroit, 14 attempts, 17 attempts. I think there's 2 games, 26, 29, 26, 31, 24, 20. You don't see a lot of games over 30 attempts passing. 29 against New York that they won. Washington, they won. Let me see. Oh, because he only played the 15 games. That's right. I was like, where's the Dallas game? Okay, because he didn't play against Dallas. They sat him for whatever reason. Okay, they lost against the Giants the first time, where he had how many? He had 31 attempts. But what I'm getting at is with Jalen Hurts. Oh, yeah, I need to check it out once this stream is done. Once this stream is done, I will check that out, and I'll hit you up, homie. You stop the Eagles' run and spread them out on defense. They are cooked. Exactly, Jose. Exactly. Guess what? What we want to do with the Eagles is, hold on, what did you say? Trakeman said, if you are not accurate in college, you won't be accurate in the pros. You either got it or you don't. Well, I mean, to an extent, like, my accuracy, I started out very young. I started out very young. And in high school, for me as a pitcher in high school, I could legitimately close my eyes, wind up and pitch, and hit hit my target. I could actually also just stare straight at the target where I needed to go, and just straight up be all smooth and just let the ball fly. Let the ball fly. Glove doesn't move. Glove doesn't move. Did that about 75% of the time when I was pitching. The only problem for me was my size. Threw almost 90 miles an hour, left-handed. and had accuracy. You can teach and learn accuracy. Does it come with time? You're damn right it does. You're damn right. I mean, look at Dak Prescott. The accuracy wasn't there, and it still kind of isn't, but you see it better. And that all comes with mechanics. Now, Jalen Hurts, on the other hand, the mechanics he needs to work on. We've all seen him throw off his back foot a number of times. He doesn't have the strong arm. I don't see it either, man. He has a bad habit of running first when he panics in the pocket. That is true, and they are trying to get him away from that. They are trying to get him away from that to where he stands in the pocket more, makes his reads before he takes off running. The problem with Hurts is, or the Eagles, is when it comes to them, the success they had last year was running the football. Like I said, when your quarterback leads your team in rushing, you have a problem there. Now, Eagle fans will sit there all day and say they don't care. And you're right, like no one cares as long as you're winning. But when teams start figuring you out and they don't let you run the ball and you have to throw with your arm, you have to pass the ball, and you can't. And most son, you play college. Yes, I did. I played college ball way back when. Haven't played college since 07, 08, 09. I haven't played college baseball for a long time. Subprime Sports. I hope they make Hurts throw the ball. I do too. I want Hurts to throw the ball. Hurts' best pass is a handoff. That is true. But like I was saying was the Eagles found success with Hurts running the ball. That's why I'm not all big and hyped up with this AJ Brown stuff. I'm not. I'm not worried about it. Jalen, do I think that AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are going to be 1,000-yard wide receivers? I don't think so. If Jalen Hurts struggled to get one guy 1,000 yards, do you think that now all of a sudden that AJ Brown is there, they're both going to be 1,000-yard wide receivers? No, not at all. Learning to throw with accuracy takes more than 1 year. It takes more than the time that he's putting in. Because guess what? He is standing back in a clean pocket throwing the ball. And it's easy to do that. Now, when you have 300-pound men running after you, trying to sack you and throw on the run, can he do it? Have we seen him do that? Obviously, we have. But for him to do it on a consistent basis like that, no, it's not going to happen. As a Giants fan, I say Dak is the best quarterback. And that's where I'm going to, because the video that, or the, not the video, but the quarterback list that was put out had Daniel Jones at number 21 and Jalen Hurts at number 25. Now, I know it's predicated on what happened last year, and people are saying that, well, you got to base them off what they did last year. Well, Jalen Hurts, yes, got his team to the playoffs last year, but it wasn't by his arm. It wasn't through the air. I mean, 3,100 yards and 16 touchdowns passing. I'm sure I forget how many he had rushing, but I remember when it was Carson and Dak, and I was backing Dak the way he I did when Tony Romo was here. Because I backed Dak like that. I really did. I had his I was all for Dak. What's up, Seahawk Eddie? The Eagle fans say he will be better because he trained with Tom Brady. That's always that's AJ Brown is going to request a trade before week 8. Watch. If he's not getting the ball, no, I don't think so, because he's getting paid a lot of money over there. Daniel Jones has an arm better than Hurts. Daniel Jones does have an arm better than Hurts. And like I was saying, I get it. It was funny to me when I saw a lot of Eagle fans cry. Eagles baby, fly, Eagles fly. Dak winning the Super Bowl this year. Justin Brown Let's cool the Jets. Let's cool the Jets. It's gonna be Dak versus Wentz because Wentz is back in the division. I believe that. And then you're gonna have Daniel Jones versus Jalen Hurts comparison. And it's funny that Eagle fans compare themselves or try to compare Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts. Like, I don't understand. Just because you compare and say that you're better than Daniel Jones, it doesn't make you the best quarterback in the division. It doesn't even make you the second best quarterback in the division. And I know Eagle fans are going to sit there and say, well, Jalen Hurts is the second best quarterback in the division because he took Carson Wentz's job. When you can't do that. You can't sit here and tell me for 4 years that you backed up Carson Wentz and pretty much said he walked on water, and now that he's not in an Eagles uniform, you're going to sit there and tell me that he stinks. No, that doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. Carson Wentz is better than Jalen Hurts. And I guarantee you, and I promise you, I bet you anything, he will beat the Philadelphia Eagles at least once this year. As a pure quarterback standpoint, I got to give it to Jones. I can't lie. When Jones plays Washington and they almost won, it was the best game for Jones. I've never seen Hurts have a game like that with his arm. Hating ass little boy he is, but I think he only helps him read defenses. Yeah, I think so too. Carson Wentz beat Eagles in Philly. That would be hilarious. The division will be between the Cowboys and the Eagles, but Washington will play us tough. Yeah, I mean, Washington does play us tough, but I don't think Dak Prescott has ever lost to Washington. Knock on wood, but still, like I was saying, it doesn't work like that, people. You don't sit there for 4 years and talk about how Carson Wentz was so great, going to get when you're comparing him to Dak Prescott because of what Dak Prescott was doing, and then sit there and say that Jalen Hurts is better when he's not even close. Jalen Hurts is, from what we have seen, is a below average quarterback. Below average. Now, people want to sit there and say, well, he had 20, I forget how many touchdowns he had rushing, and then he had 16 touchdowns throwing. But they're going to sit there and say, well, look what he did. Look what he did with the average team. He took them to the playoffs. And I get it. He took them to the playoffs, but guess what? Oh, he's 9-1 against Washington. When did they lose to Washington when he played? I don't remember that, but okay. Give the Giants 2 more years and we'll be there in the NFC East. I don't know if that's true. But anyway, like I was saying, what was I saying? Completely forgot what I was saying. Can someone remind me what I was saying, what I was talking about before I was talking about this? That Jalen Hurts got their team to the playoffs. But let's be real here. Jalen Hurts didn't get their team to the playoffs based off throwing the football. He got it done with his legs. And let's be real here. Like, I just don't understand what Eagle fans think over here when they want to sit here and say that the defense didn't do anything last year. I get it. You had a bad defense, but let's be real here. Some of these games that the offense looked atrocious in the first half, guess what? The defense was keeping y'all in the game. Let's be real here. I mean, y'all were going into halftime losing by 3 points some of these games. 10 points some of these games against bad teams. And guess what? Your defense kept y'all in there. And then guess what? Your offense finally came alive and you ended up winning some of those games. Let's be real here, people. And then we want to talk about, the defense this year that y'all are going to have. What defense? What defense? Just because you have Jordan Davis and you're going to pair him next to a declining Fletcher Cox, who only had 3 sacks last year, 23 pressures last year. Oh, and then you want to talk about Josh Sweat, who had 7.5 sacks last year because no one really paid attention to him because guess what? He only had 21 pressures last year in the games he played. Can y'all hear my dog barking? Because I can hear my dog barking. Hold on. Bro lost his train of thought. Yeah, I did because I started talking about something else. Typical Cowboy fan. We lost to them in 2018 when we had the snap infraction and the next play, Brett Maher missed a field goal. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. And it's crazy how that shit only happens to us. Like I never see that happen really to anyone else. And Dak is 7-3 against the Eagles and never lost to Washington. He was hurt that game. Okay, yeah. I didn't think he ever lost to Washington. You were saying something about Dak's playoff wins. Yeah, no, not Dak's playoff wins because Dak's only had one playoff win. You're probably right though. 301. Watch the Eagles not even get into the playoffs. Look, here's the thing. Here's another thing that I want to say. Eagle fans will sit there and say, Jalen Hurts got his team to the playoffs last year, right? That's what they'll sit there and say. But what they won't tell you is that the NFL added an extra playoff spot. An extra playoff spot for an extra playoff spot last year. They added an extra one. Let's be real here. So that's how they were able to get in. Oh no, it's cool, dude. Don't worry about it. That's how they're able to get in. If that extra playoff spot doesn't come about, the Eagles don't get into the playoffs. The Cowboys are the only team out of the NFC East that gets into the playoffs last year. If they don't get an extra team in there. Carson Wentz is coming back this year coming back into the NFC East. Last year he had 3,500 yards passing, like I said. And I really don't even think they had, top wide receivers last year. Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones had 2,400 yards, almost 2,500 yards. But let's be real here, he only played 11 games. If you want to take what Daniel Jones threw last year and take the average, that's about 220 yards, 220 yards and some change out of the 11 games he played. You add 220 yards times 6, just the 6 games that, Jalen Hurts played, the 6 extra games Jalen Hurts played, Daniel Jones throws for over 4,100 yards. It's 1,000 more yards than Jalen Hurts. Bro, Trayvon and Micah is not duplicating what they did last year. Y'all not going to be the same after losing key guys. Let's be okay, Christian. Tell me what key guys did we lose? Because I want to know. I want to know what key guys we lost last year. Because if you're going to sit there and tell me that we lost Randy Gregory, that we lost Lael Collins, that we lost Cooper's the only one that I can give it to you, right? I can be like, okay, yeah, cool. That's the only one that I can say that he had. Let me see here. Because if we go into Amari Cooper's game stats, you will see that his game logs that even though he commanded all, and let's be real, he wasn't getting double teamed the way people think he was. That's the crazy part. Micah is a different type of player. Christian, I'm confident in the Bucks game. Yeah, I'm kind of confident in that game too. But I don't want to be overly confident in that. I want to go in it kind of as a fan. If I'm a player, I'm going to be confident that we're going to win. But back to what Salinas has said. What key players did we lose? And don't give me Randy Gregory. Don't give me what's his name? Cedric Wilson. Don't give me Turner. Don't give me Lael Collins. If the only player that you want to talk about that we lost that was key, don't give me Connor Williams. The only player that you want to say that is key is going to be Amari Cooper. That is it. Nobody else. Nobody else. I am not worried about anybody else losing. You want to know why? Because with Randy Gregory, 6 sacks last year. If our guys are able to get, if Dante Fowler or Sam Williams are can combine for 6 sacks this upcoming year, guess what? That's the same thing as what Randy Gregory did. If they can combine for the 29 pressures that he had last year, it's like we never lost him. And I guarantee you Sam Williams is probably going to get about 7 sacks this year. Dante Fowler is going to get a sack or 2 this year too. And guess what? His best years came when he was playing with actually no. The year that he was with Dan Quinn, the first year he was with Dan Quinn, he got hurt. He was hurt and he didn't play a lot. He showed promise in that system. Now and then Dan Quinn left the following year, came to the Cowboys, right? And now we got Fowler back. Now we're going to be able to see what Fowler does under the Dan Quinn system. Randy Gregory was a starter. I get Randy Gregory was a starter, but just because you're a starter doesn't make you that great. Like I said, Randy Gregory had, and we'll go through this again. Let me get to where I need to be with the advanced game logs. Last year, he had QB knockdowns. He had 11. His hurries were 12. Blitzes 12. Pressures 29, and he had 6 sacks. 29 pressures, right? That's what happened. Do I think that? And then, like I said, that's decent. But if you look at the better players, the high end players, the elite type of players, you're looking at Joey Bosa. I think had 40. It's either Joey or Nick had 49, and the other one had 41. Micah Parsons had 47. Aaron Donald had 41. 43 was Joey, if I'm not mistaken. Nick had the 49. 44, Micah Parsons. Pressures. Sam Williams is not going to do anything in the next level. How can you sit there and say that when you have people over here talking about your 6th-round pick, Kenyon Johnson, or whatever the hell his name is? It's in there that dude's going to be a stud. Are you kidding me? Sam Williams only fell so far because he had character issues. What don't people understand? This dude was probably going to be a top 15 pick. Finally, we beat the Bucs before they got Brady. We beat the Bucs. Who said finally? I mean, I know we beat the Bucs before they got Brady, but I'm saying well, actually, I don't even know who said finally. Did I? Oh, Alexander said finally. Connor Williams is trash, bro. I know he's trash. Dallas Cowboys will finally beat the Bucs this year. I think he meant with Brady being the quarterback. Doing finally I think Sam Williams will be better than Randy Gregory. I think so too. Dak Prescott will make Tom Brady retire. I wouldn't go that far, dog, but how you know? He doesn't know. That's the thing. See, if people want to come over here and troll, they need to wait for Saturday because that's a Saturday stream. That's what that is. You hope he don't, Christian. He had a half sack less than Hutchinson. He did. He had half a sack less, and he was in a better college football conference. Let's be real here. Guys. So, one of our key guys that people want to say that we lost was Amari Cooper because he demanded double team and he demanded the attention. I don't think he was double teamed a lot. Last year, I think it was more CeeDee Lamb that was double teamed, and we're getting off of what we're supposed to be talking about, and that's what quarterback's better. But I think we already know that the best quarterback in this division is Dak Prescott, and it's not even close. I don't care what team the Eagles put out there. If their quarterback is still Jalen Hurts, who can't throw the dang football, I'm not worried about the Philadelphia Eagles. If you're talking about Carson Wentz, who got ran out of Philly because of his attitude, and then he had a horrible time in Indianapolis, and now he's with the Commanders, guess what? I'm not putting my faith in him. And then Daniel Jones, guess what? We know that this dude is called Daniel, Fumble Jones or whatever it is. Danny Fumbles. There you go. Danny Fumbles. Yeah, this SEC is more NFL ready than other. It is. And I have straight up seen, hold on. I have straight up seen film of Sam Williams putting guys on their asses, guys that are in this division. Tackles. I've seen him put Neal on his ass. I've seen him put Cross on his ass. I mean, he's not in this division, but top tackle talent that went early in the first round, I have seen with my own eyes that Sam Williams will put people on their asses and dominate this division, in this division, for the Dallas Cowboys. I am 100% confident that will happen. People, Jalen Hurts should be worried because guess what? Like I said, Jalen Hurts throwing for 3,100 yards 3,144 yards last year. What do you think coming in with A.J. Brown is going to do? Nothing. You want to know why? Because the success that they have is based off of running the football, not passing the football. And Eagle fans can tell me all they want that Jalen Hurts is going to take leaps and bounds. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that. What you're going to see is the same old Jalen Hurts, and the Eagle fans are going to be talking the same old stuff. Jalen Hurts is going to take off running with his legs, do what he do with his legs, and not really throw the ball. You're going to see a lot of 200-yard or less games this year, consistent with passing the ball. Because like I said, A.J. Brown is not going to elevate the team that much to where, or elevate Jalen Hurts that much to where Jalen Hurts now all of a sudden throwing for 400 yards a game when he can't do that, period, like consistently. That's not going to happen. But I will give Jalen Hurts an extra 75 yards, maybe an extra 100. That's why I don't think that's why maybe you'll see consistently 200 yards passing with Jalen Hurts consistently. Because if you look at his stats going back to last year, he hardly touched 200 yards passing. There were a couple of games where he was over 200, but the majority of his games were like 175 and below. Let's be real here. Because Jalen Hurts can't pass. Dak Prescott could run and pass. Can run and can pass. He has the receivers to do it. And people are doubting this receiving core. I'm excited for this receiving core. I really am. I'm excited to see what Dak Prescott can do. He's my quarterback. Even though I'm ready to move on from him, he's still my quarterback. And just on principle alone of the mess the Eagle fans and everyone else is talking, because the Cowboys look like they took a hit in free agency when they lost Cooper. And people are talking crazy about their defense because they lost two average guys or an average guy in Randy Gregory. They want to talk about how trash Randy Gregory is before he left the Cowboys, and now all of a sudden Randy Gregory is one of our best players. Give me a break with that. Give me a break with that. 6 sacks. 6 sacks. People want to say that he was sitting there trending up. What was he trending up from? We saw in the 49ers game where Randy Gregory decided to tackle a tackle. That is crazy to me. In a crucial time. And that's what we see with Randy Gregory time in and time out. La'el Collins, people want to sit there and say that he was a key move, a key guy that we lost. No, he wasn't here for basically 2 years, people. 2 years. He couldn't even pass against SEC defenses. How you expect him to do it against NFL defenses? He can't pass. That's the thing. He's not going to be able to pass in in um in the NFL. That's not happening. You know, I don't see it happening. I've said it time in and time out. It's going to be very difficult for a quarterback who is learning on the fly how to be a quarterback in the NFL without the skill set. That is going to be very tough for him to be successful. And when I mean successful, not by winning games, but by doing and throwing the way these other quarterbacks throw. That's not Jalen Hurts' skill set. Jalen Hurts can go down and run the ball and get some yards running. I'm not taking that away from him. But trying to be a pocket passer, something that he's not comfortable doing, because I feel like that's what the Eagles are trying to do right now with Jalen Hurts, is make him a pocket passer. And guess what? I hope they try to make him a pocket passer, because guess what? That's going to hurt him in the long run, because that's not his skill set. That's not what he does best. But they want him to stand in the pocket and try to throw the football, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it, because it's not going to happen. I don't care if you have AJ Brown. I don't care if you get a Jerry Rice. I don't care if you get a Michael Irvin. I don't care if you get Terrell Owens back on the team. It's not going to happen as long as Jalen Hurts is still your quarterback. You know, it's crazy and laughable that the Philadelphia Eagles compare or get upset that Daniel Jones is above Jalen Hurts. Like I said in my video, it's like it's comparing two dumb guys. It's like two dumb guys comparing who got the better test score, and they both failed. That's what it is. That's essentially what that is, people. Let's be real here. Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts are basically interchangeable in this division. Now, I did watch a video, and I'm going to give kudos to Bad Dog, because he made a good point that I want to reiterate over here. If Jalen Hurts was a Dallas Cowboy or on the Washington football team or on the Giants, right? If Jalen Hurts was on any one of those teams, I guarantee you all of those Eagle fans that are cheering for Jalen Hurts would be talking so much crap right now. Talking about how trash he is. Talking about his stats right now. They wouldn't talk about how great he is or how great he's going to be or whatever they're saying. They wouldn't be doing that right now. They would be talking about how horrible this quarterback is. And I find it extremely funny that since he's on the Philadelphia Eagles, they are talking all kinds of nonsense about Jalen Hurts. Stuff that I don't even think that they believe, to be honest with you. I really don't. Okay, that doesn't work. We're going to put this back down. I really honestly, truly don't think that they believe anything that they are saying about Jalen Hurts. Maybe some of them do because they're very delusional. But let's be real here. Everybody in this division wants Dak Prescott as their quarterback. That alone makes Dak Prescott the best quarterback in this division. Let's be real here. Whoa, 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 whoa. But I need to start. I need to keep my thumbnails the same. My trolling for Boys for Life, because that draws in the people, not this quarterback talk stuff. I mean, even though I like doing it, I normally have more viewers when the trolling thumbnail is up, we might end up just keeping the trolling thumbnail up, period. But anyways, guys, look, we are almost 4 months, or we are 4 months away from kickoff, right? 100 and something days, 120 something days, something like that. Let's let the Eagles do what they do, right? Let's let the Eagle fans be hyped and cheered, and then come game time, come season, we can sit there and laugh in these guys' faces. We straight up can, because when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott has had great teams. He's faced adversity. And this year for me is a Dak Prescott year. Like, I answered a question the other day about him being on the hot seat. For me, he's been on the hot seat for a couple years already. Like I said, I wanted him gone. There's no way we should have paid this man $40 million a year. Not even close. Next year is going to be his hot seat year. This year, he can lose every single game and it won't matter. Dak Prescott will still be the Dallas Cowboys quarterback come 2023. Now, when you hit 2024, right? When you hit 2023 and you're going into 2024, a post-June cut, you will get about 17, maybe I think it's $18 million in dead money. But that's $34 million in cap space we save. Now, trading him wouldn't do much unless someone's able to take on that contract, which I doubt anyone will do. So your best bet is cutting him at that point. Now, what do you do as far as quarterbacks? Well, that's not for me to decide. Last time the Cowboys have done anything, and I mean anything worthwhile, we had and people sit there and say people want to sit there and say that every draft is a risk. It doesn't always pan out. I get it. But for me, the last time the Dallas Cowboys had a number 1 overall draft pick, or just a top tier first round talent quarterback, we won 3 Super Bowls. We went to 4 NFC championship games. We won 3 NFC championship games out of 4. We would probably draft a quarterback. Yeah, I understand that, but at what spot is what I mean. Like, if Dak Prescott is not the guy, but he gets us to where we're at 17, 18, 19, and he's in his 8th year and still getting us 8-8, right? What do you do? Do you take your draft pick and another draft pick to move up into a top spot to get a number 1 guy? Because I'm tired of wasting talent. I am. I don't want to waste Micah Parsons' talent. I don't want Trayvon Diggs' talent to go to waste. People want to sit there and say Trayvon Diggs ain't nothing. You're right out of outside of the Cowboys. But I guarantee you, if Trayvon Diggs was on any other team in this division, they'd be praising those 11 interceptions. They wouldn't be talking about how bad he is in coverage. Guess what? James Bradbury, playing the number 1 wide receiver on each team, gave up 848 yards. But no, people don't want to say things like that. But guys, today's Thursday, right? Yeah, today's Thursday. Tomorrow I will be doing another live. We'll just be talking shit on some people and having a good time. Today I wanted to talk about the quarterback thing. I might do another quarterback, who's the best quarterback, once the rest of the the other 21 names come out, or 19 names, however many's left, 20 names come out. Then we'll maybe do another video. I do have another intro that I need to look at that I'm going to put up on YouTube so we can check it out. My boy Cool Cat Connor made this, made my new intro. So, we've been doing this. I'm here having a good time, appreciating everyone that has come into the chat, that is watching, that is liking this this stream here, getting, rocking with me. I mean, I know it's tough sometimes because sometimes, you run out of things to talk about, and I get it. It's hard, especially when things are quiet. But I promise you, things are gonna pick up a lot more once we get closer to mini camps and training camps and things of that nature come out. We're already having CD Lamb talking about how he's ready to be the guy. He's ready to be that dude. And people are speculating on CD Lamb, talking about how he's never been that guy, or he's had to be that guy, and that he's going to flounder. We don't know that. Eagle fans are hoping that happens. People are sitting there saying that it's hard to transition from a number 3 wide receiver to a number 1. Yeah, if you were a number 3 wide receiver and supposed to be a number 3 wide receiver, and you have to be the first option, yes, that is going to be difficult for you. But if you are a number 1 type wide receiver and you were the third option because there are 2 guys, or at least one of those guys is better than you because he's established, there is a huge difference. But dumb people don't get that. CeeDee Lamb will make us forget about Coop, calling it. I mean, if he does, that's great. If he doesn't, if he's just a really good wide receiver that gives us productions, gives us, and I'm not worried about the 7 games that he didn't have a touchdown last year, because to me, that's all has to do with scheme and not so much him. Him getting him the ball. I'm not worried about that. I think this year's going to be a lot different. I don't think that there'll be a game that he doesn't get at least a touchdown ball thrown his way. So, it is what it is. I never even put my dang banner up. You know that? I never put that crap up. But anyways, I am going to, let me see here. Yep, I hate when this happens. I want to get this off. And I don't want to show my name. But did you see that CD put on 20 pounds and grew half? Yeah, I did see that. That's some crazy shit. But anyways, guys, I am going to head on out of here. I will be back tomorrow to do this again. And I'm probably going to have some beer, so it's going to get a little saucy. So make sure y'all tune in and have some fun tomorrow, guys. I am going to go to bed because my ass is tired. I'm out. Later.